Hello, and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. We are going to begin a series today of 4 beers from a single company. It's not considered one of the top craft beer companies in Japan. They have been around for a while, but they kind of go under the radar, although their products are rather widely available. That company is called Nippon Beer Company Limited, or on RateBeer it's called Nippon Beer Jozo. And you may have seen their beers around, and we're going to look at 4 of them, and possibly later on I'll pick up a few more later. The first one is called Lemon Beer. The next one is called Yuki Noho Beer, organic beer. And the third one is called Shironigori, a white beer, a wit beer. And the last one is called Japanese red beer, Aka Nigori. And so these beers, you may have seen them. They don't appear with an obvious brewery label, whereas a typical brewery will have their name splashed across the top here. Here you don't see anything at all, nothing. And here you see the name at the very bottom here, and here you see just a tiny little one, Nippon Beer, right here at the bottom. And here we, on one side we see Nippon Beer, that's all. So they kind of don't toot their own horn so much, but this company is also a beer importer, and they claim to be the oldest and largest beer importer in Japan, and also a microbrewery. If you go onto their website, you can find all kinds of imported beers, some unusual ones and some fairly regular ones. Nothing really terribly exciting, but certainly a wide variety of beers that they have. So you may have seen these beers here and there. This one is quite noticeable, of course. On Untappd, they have 33 beers and 4,523 ratings, and the average score for all of their beers is 3.04 out of 5. On RateBeer, there are 20 beers listed, so maybe they haven't quite kept up with as many, or the alternative is Untappd tends to have a number of duplicates of different beers under same beer under different names, or they very often give a vintage every single year, whether the beer is changed or not. Okay, so we're going to look at these 4 beers in turn and see how they go. I have had them before, and I've rated them before, but it's been a long, long time. So, shall we give them a go? 4 different beers from Nippon Beer Company Limited. And here we are with the third beer from Nippon Beer Company Limited, or Nippon Beer Jozo. And it is this one. Oops, it's upside down. The top pull is here on the bottom. Turn it around. It is called Shironigori. And Nigori is a phrase which is often used for a style of sake, which is the milky sake or unfiltered sake that you see. It looks like milk, basically, or some, any case, it's white. And the Shiro here refers to the style of beer, which is wit beer or Belgian white ale. And in fact, this is imported, or it's brewed by a contract brewer in Belgium and sent to Japan. This is all a little bit out of date here, December. Oh no, okay, it's still good. Yeah, so yeah, fine. So this is a wit beer, Belgian style, made in Belgium, and you can see the nice Belgian wit beer glass. Looks like whose glass? Like maybe Chimay, is it? Or I can't. Anyway, but it does say Shironigori here, and on RateBeer, this one has 27 ratings and 21 reviews, written reviews, and the average is 2.74 out of 5. 16 percentile for all beers on RateBeer, and 17 for its style, 17%, which is out of 100, of course, and that's not terribly high for the style of Belgian white ale. I have rated this before. I gave it a 2.2 out of 5, and that was full 8 years ago, and I'm not sure if I've had it since then. So they do have this on some of their beers. They put the a cap, plastic cap over the top where the pull tab is. So we got to take that off, and then open up the beer. And the beer is upside down, I suppose. When we pour it, it becomes right side up. witbiers, Belgian white ales, are extremely refreshing beers for hot weather. They contain coriander and orange peel. And let's give this one a go. Okay, it is. Ooh, we got some floaties going around in there, that's for sure. This is not carbonation, this is sediment, so it's completely unfiltered. And it is kind of dark pastel yellow with a bright white full finger of kind of almost not quite creamy, sort of sudsy head. And all that sediment floating around inside there. That is quite a bit. Okay. There's different kinds of things too. Okay, interesting. Let's give this one a go, shall we? Untapped, there are 982 ratings, an average of 3.3, which is quite a bit higher than the RateBeer rating. Okay, it does have a nice light, spicy, sort of banana, wheaty nose, some sort of citrus zestiness as well. Not too bad. My comments earlier with it was soda pop, but I don't feel it this time, that's for sure. Okay, light wheatiness. The coriander is very understated. Orange peel is there, but again, understated. Something minty, maybe. Almost like a cough drop sort of thing. A little bit metallic in mid-palate, and a kind of sticky, sweet finish. This is certainly much better, I think, than when I had it 8 years ago. I wouldn't rate this 2-2. This has got a lot more character to it. The flavors are better defined. What I said earlier 8 years ago was that it was a weak, diluted sort of citrus drink and had no subtlety whatsoever. That's not true this time. This is much better. It was a little bit too sweet through the mid to final, and that sweetness does kind of stay, and that's kind of a detractor for me. But overall, not bad, not a bad job at all. I could probably give this close to 3.0 out of 5, I think, this time. Yeah, not the best wit beer in the world, but you know, why or why not? People say, you know, why do you drink these regular beers? And I do. I go after. I mean, I check out all new releases by the Japanese major brewers for sure, even the lousy ones. And people say, why? And the obvious answer, of course, is because they are there. And I do take some heat from friends of mine for that. But the absolute best authority on beer in Japan, I think would agree with me. And he says you got to try everything, and it's true. So go out and give this a go. Okay. Once again, it's called Nippon Beer Shironigori. It's a wit beer, Belgian white ale, 5%. Not bad at all. Okay, so give it a try. Okay, we have one more in the series we're going to look at, and that is a red beer from the same company. Hope you tune in for that. Okay, take care.